What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about Virgin Galactic, ticker is SPCE. I want to give you a good breakdown of the data points, what's truly happening behind the scenes, and where things might be going from here. Before I get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So currently down 5.04%, a little bit more of a downtrend right now. And keep in mind, this has nothing to do with Virgin Galactic, kind of. Indirectly though, the market is just heavily punishing a lot of growth stocks that are relying on debt. And unfortunately, given the circumstances that Virgin is in, they need a lot of money going forward as well. So definitely the market is punishing Virgin, for instance. But on the technicals though, it did transition today from the higher to the lower percentile of the Bollinger Band, still below a lot of the key pivotal moving averages. And as far as some of the fib levels that you really want to watch for, so currently $3.39, so currently trading between this S1 and the pivot, so 315 and 357 are really big support and resistance points that you need to kind of watch for. And looking so far at stochastic, it was considered, I guess, a little bit more overbought. So this is why today as well is going down so much more, because it's just consolidating a little bit as well. So kind of healthy in general a little bit. Momentum number retail investors are taking advantage of these discounted prices and adding to their position. And like I said, overall though, one notable thing, even though retail is getting in, big money isn't. And so this is the latest round of 13Fs. And for the most part, it does show that a lot were getting out. So as you can see, based on all the red ones or lines right here, those are all the recent ones that did get out during Q1. And even the ones that did, for instance, hold, such as Cutler Group, a lot of them kind of reduced their position pretty significantly. For instance, even with Cutler Group, I'm bringing them up because a lot of other growth stocks, they were actually being very much optimistic and bullish, versus what they did with, for instance, Virgin is bearish. So call options, they reduced that by 56% and they increased their puts by 63%. So again, they're kind of betting that it will continue to trend down. And be aware, a lot of these transactions did occur during Q1. So it's not necessarily that they just did it yesterday, it was during Q1. But like I said, I like to give you the up-to-date information. So as far as options activity that is happening today, a little bit more oriented towards puts. So currently $112,000 worth of puts and $92,000 worth of calls. So once again, this kind of mirrors that exact same thing though, that people behind the scenes and big money anticipate it to go down a little bit more, which is very unfortunate. But for those of you that do believe in it long term, definitely it's kind of a dream, because this was trading at significantly higher levels. Even my own case, I bought in, I think I have an average of 456 or somewhere around there, and I'm completely happy with that. When it hit those levels, I thought that that would have been close to the bottom, but unfortunately the market seems to be thinking otherwise. One thing, like I said, based on this, retail is getting in, but unfortunately, big money has been really taking a step back. So the latest transactions over $100,000 was on March the 21st, and that was for $167,000. So big money just is not getting into Virgin Galactic, unfortunately. I don't know if it's just too high of a risk, unfortunately, given the circumstances. I'm not sure. I'll let you guys make that determination and do your own due diligence, because I am not a financial advisor. But despite all of that though, the latest Morningstar report does put, for instance, the fair market value for Virgin at $7.94. So once again, that might mean something, might not mean anything. As far as news, there's no SEC filings, no news, and nothing today. It's just following the broader market. And I still do have, for instance, the upcoming shareholder meeting that is set for June the 8th, 2023. And I'm going to be doing a dedicated video, like I said, but in general, it's pretty standard stuff with the exception of number 3. This is something that it barely passed based on the 2022 shareholder meeting. I believe only a 67% pass, but I think you need at least 66 2/3. So it very, very barely passed in general. So something that you need to really watch for. The other ones are pretty standard stuff that I don't really care about in reality. But of course, there might be some people that contradict or kind of disagree with me on that point. But like I said, this comes out on June the 8th, so I'll do a little bit more of a video closer to that time frame. But as of right now, it is just following the broader market. Give yourself a shout out in the comments below if you have been taking advantage of these discounted prices, and if possible, where you see things going, at least in the short term. Because I still do feel that Virgin, if they actually do what is planned, and of course we don't go through a massive recession that a lot of people I think are patiently waiting for maybe, then Virgin is going to make a hell of a lot of money and make a lot of value investors and patient investors a lot of big money. So keep that in mind at the end of the day. But when it comes to it, give yourself a shout out if you, for instance, have a average of over $10, and if possible, where you see things going. Because unfortunately, a lot of these videos is a little bit more oriented towards the short-term stuff versus kind of the long-term. Long-term has been through one wild ride. Can you even believe it's been to $60? It's just all over the place. But it's crazy to think that we're at $3 as of right now. But once again, let me know you guys' thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. There is a new promo with Moomoo. So even though, for instance, Virgin is going down, take advantage of free things. And that is with Moomoo. Link in the description below and also the comments. Sign up for a free account. You get one free stock. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So even if you just do that, it is a complete no-brainer. But as you see, if you deposit $100 to the account, you get an additional 9 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000. That is just crazy. So take advantage while you can. Link in the description below and also the comments. And without further ado, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on Virgin Galactic.